Hello. Just want to take a minute to introduce myself. I am GM Jeff Ball, and I wanted to thank you, the listener. There are so many other podcasts out there, some even doing this very adventure, Pathfinder Outlaws of AlkenStar. And we would want you to dare to compare. We would want you to listen to Dice of Thunder, check them out. They're a great group down in southern states. I listen to them myself, actually, just to see how they roll with their dynamic. They even have a catfolk. And not to shove you over to, the competition, but it makes us here at Rollmongers realize how special and how genuinely thankful we are that anyone, listens to our material, appreciates our material, and makes comments. We have a YouTube channel at Rollmongers Podcast Network that you can leave comments on and see the actual board and grid as it plays. If you're more of the traditional podcaster where you want to envision everything in your head, you can find us everywhere. You type into Spotify, Spreaker, like just about everywhere you can get a podcast, you can find us by typing in Rollmongers and all of our material. We have several Pathfinder 2nd edition shows, a few first editions that we still roll once a year, and we even play good old Star Wars Saga edition. Check out We Shot First. So, from the Rollmongers casts, plural, and myself, thank you very much. If you wish to support the show, check us out at patreon.com/Rollmongers, where you can enter different tiers, 5, 10, 20, and have different abilities, different bonuses, gifts, and the ability to directly affect our show with patron points. Again, thank you, and welcome to the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the All Guns, All Glory. No guns, no glory. Does anyone carry a gun? We have one gun. Well, we've got to do something about that. This is AlkenStar, man. You guys need more guns.
I can make more guns for them.
Yeah. No, that was just, never mind. I don't want more gun. You actually do quite a bit with your gun, come to think of it. Like, we don't need extra guns as long as we got a guy that can explode his gun, right?
Or heal with his gun.
Or heal with his gun. Well, I thought your healing was the magical powers of whiskey.
Fired through my gun.
You know how, like, there's the smoking barrel? Is that like whiskey vapors coming out of your gun? And
yeah, it's a vaporization.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Vic's Vapo Shot.
Vic's Vapor Shot. When last we left our outlaws, Pilo was seriously considering a career in gladiatorial pursuits, possibly wrestling, as he, top elbowed the rope and killed the last of the two yeast oozes. Blah. What do you guys want to do now? We have yet to find what Gaddaby was searching for. We have rooms to explore. I grant you a short rest for small focus points and stuff. How are you guys looking? Should we do a head count?
I'm actually full, but I spent the last combat on the catwalk.
You guys managed to
use a couple of them.
Yeah, you're kind of drained. Well, hopefully, Gaddaby will help you guys find what the hell he's doing, and you can get on with it. You guys are all pretty much at full health except for Andreas Stoutbeard. So, what's the call? What do you guys want to explore and do next? The Eustaval Brewery is in, there's a certain section of town, and I've already forgotten the name of it. Let's pull up the map. I'm the map. It's the map. We are in the Smoke Side, right? You're on Smoke Side, which is the grungy industrial side, as opposed to Sky Side, which is the ritzy, reap all the benefits of everything that's going on side. We got him out of Steamhaven, went through Astilly Heights, across the bridge, and you guys are trying to get to the Barrel and Bullet Saloon with your VIP in tow. Currently at an abandoned warehouse-type brewery. Lots of encounters, lots of excitement, and even fellow adventurers, but they insist on hunting actual crazed mutants. Present company accepted Miss Oracle.
Hey, we're all a little crazy. It's fine.
What do you guys want to do now?
What do you do with the crazy? Gotta be, where else were we supposed to look? I'll shout across at the old man.
He just kind of points, does the scarecrow, you know, some people go this way and some people go that way, doubling over his arms. It sort of just starts to wander into the middle of the room, looking all around. You know, big lean back and step forward, pointing down the hallway where we met the Iron Hunters. I haven't looked down there yet.
Good Lord, this old man, I'm gonna frickin' no good.
Oh, be patient.
Hey, guys, just those big squishy things came out of the bottom of these vats. Do you think we should maybe close up all these valves to make sure none more come out? Just before we leave this room. I don't want to be coming back here and be like, oh God, all sorts of big yeasty monsters.
If we come back here and there's big yeasty monsters, we just run away and let this place molder some more.
I mean, we could always throw Gadaby in.
Closing vents, huh? No problem, Pilo. I'm with you on that. All right, let's close it. This one, he pulls out a wrench and starts. Yeah. You guys go check out that last storeroom. I'm gonna just, let me know if you find anything interesting. Okay, you and me, Pilo. No yeast monster here. No yeast monster over here.
All right, guys.
Ting, ting, ting.
That's a great idea. What do you think, guys?
Stoutbeard, give me a hand, huh? You close all these off. There you go. Hands him the wrench and just stands back and starts watching him. I'll stand guard. So while Stoutbeard is coerced into vent valve inspection, Gadaby stands in the middle of the room so we can keep one eye on Stoutbeard, one eye on you, letting you guys trail back towards the Iron Hunters, where there are double doors on the south of the hall that you guys have yet to explore.
I would like to check these doors out and make sure they are relatively safe.
Okay. Perception in the tower? Or, oh look, shout at Fancy Grounds. They completely morphed our character sheets with action tabs and things.
Mine don't work.
I mean, yours don't work.
My activities, there's nothing there.
You have
my skills work. I can drop it in the tower. That's fine.
Oh, did you not update? I don't know.
I did.
The first time you open your character sheet, there's a pop-up inside the game that says, do you want to mod your guy to...
And I hit yes.
Oh, okay.
The tab is there.
That's weird. It doesn't like you.
It doesn't. That's okay.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't like me either.
I don't like you either. So perception in the tower, the old-fashioned way?
I did.
Oh, I didn't get anything. I'm thinking you're not quite connected to this world. That's okay. The DM can roll for you. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Let me try it one more time.
Oh, there we go. Seeing something now. There we go. You don't seem to find anything unusual about this one double door.
Okay.
Charwin, looks like you're posted up beside him. You want to look at the other one?
I could take a look.
Okay. Does anyone actually have the thievery skill to, do something about what we find besides obvious pulleys and wheels and, Malcolm traps. Okay. Darwin, you have discovered this door is not only closed, but locked.
Oh, no.
Well, so this is big news for Charwin. I mean, like, you knew that already.
What's wrong, bud?
This door won't open if I turn the handle. It's a conundrum.
Is it stuck?
Try pulling. Sometimes it's a push or a pull, and you think it's the other way around, and you look like a fool sometimes.
I'm going to look at the metaphorical camera. Just Let me try.
As he's breaking the fourth wall and looking there, right? You guys see how you guys are lined up along the south of the hall and piles it at the top, right? Straight out to the west, there's gotta be, okay? With other words, there's just this big toss and slide of keys that slide straight through you guys and just stop between Charwin and the cat right behind them. Just shing.
I'm gonna just without like breaking my eye line to gotta be reach down, pick up the keys. Swear to God, this old man's giving me a heart attack. I'll start going through the keys like we had him do earlier.
Okay. Eventually you find well, you think as a DM I have the power to unlock this. Unlock. Hello. Huh. Let me unlock the door. Good night, everybody. Shit. Seriously, won't let me unlock this freaking door.
Speaking of good night, do we want a long rest?
I mean,
it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, lazy. We can get out of here, no problem. Do it soon.
Gotta be, you haven't done shit yet.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, it's midnight somewhere.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
A compelling argument. This is from an entity that sees all the planes at once.
Yeah.
Are any of those keys a skeleton key? Because if it is, maybe you should let me use it. You know, kind of got a bond into it there.
I can't even cheat and float your mini, like, okay, you know what I might be able to do? Poof, there. What you can't see is I've respawned him beyond the door, and he is facing
alone and afraid.
He's facing another set of double doors. He's standing in a 5-foot hallway. He finally gets his door unlocked, and there's 2 more double doors. I shit you not.
This place so much. Jeff, can you right click the door? Does that allow you to do anything?
I've been messing with this, like, controls and clicks and everything, honestly. Like, I've gone through the whole gambit. Usually it's just a matter of...
Why does God need a lockpick? So are you just going to have to spawn us all into the room?
Yeah, I will eventually. But right now,
Okay.
you're not in the room, you're in the hallway. Actually, you know what? I will cheat. With my keys? Oh, that's not going to work. I'll spawn Gadaby in there with you so you guys can see what's going on. Bing. At least the audience can see what's going on. Cozy in here. Thanks for getting the door for me.
This feels like hell.
So, can I have my keys back?
Fine.
Thank you. After you. You know, hired gunman.
I'll try and open the other set of doors.
Okay. It opens. Hey, all right.
Walk my happy booty into this room.
All right. So, does everyone want to come into the room?
I'll follow that, sure.
Anybody want to stay outside? Yeah.
I'll follow.
Okay. We left Andreas outside. Left him outside. So.
I think we are missing a party member.
You're missing... 1 second.
Charwin.
Where'd everybody go?
I'll just send a message to him.
Sorry, buddy.
What map are you guys on? What image?
What's that?
What image are you guys on?
We're at the East of All Brewery.
Map east of All Brewery.
Yes. Welcome back to the show, Spiegler.
Surprise.
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 A
We have a
Mr.
live studio audience.
A misty vapor fills this frigid room. A thin layer of ice coats the walls, and several small icicles hang from the ceiling. Large metal drums stand against the back wall of this chamber, while several old crates of freezer-burnt ingredients clog up the remainder of the space. A gently glowing light blue orb encased in several metal bands hangs from the ceiling in the center of the room. The only exit from the room is north through 2 sets of thick wooden doors. And we see, dun dun dun, 2 more giant vats at the back of the room.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes.
How high up is the orb hanging from the ceiling?
It's your standard 8-foot ceiling or whatever, so you guys could just stand on a barrel of crate, change the light bulb kind of thing.
Okay.
I wouldn't say you could reach it easily from standing on the ground, but it shouldn't be too difficult to get a stool or a crate or something to get up there. Is that what you want to do?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I am watching it. My pupils have now dilated watching the hanging light.
Can I make a recall knowledge?
Sure. What do you got?
Either cultism or arcana.
Okay. Throw both in the tower for me. Where are you?
Did those work?
Come forth, Shuni.
They did not.
Oh, okay.
Gotta click the dice, not the little red thing on there.
Activity used. Huh. The more we know about recall knowledge. 1 of each.
There you
go. Okay. This is a magical arcana effect, and if you didn't know better, you would say that somebody has used crafting AlkenStar technology to house a magical item that is emanating cold. The cold source is obviously magical, and the casing probably does 3 things. Makes it portable, turns it into a refrigerating unit for this room by hanging it here, and protects it from the mana storm, the surge bronze time versus surge time kind of, emanations.
Gotcha.
Provides it with a stable outcome and a location that it can function normally, while also being protected from the elements.
Do you have a crafting roll from Joe? From
in the tower?
Yep.
Ooh, this would go really good in my soothsayer shop.
You want to ponder that orb?
What you just said in technical terms, you are very, very certain that you are correct.
I apologize. I was just operating off what he said and then re-Donatelloing it.
No. As role-playing, whatever, you guys are you can play your class. You are an inventor. This is 101 for you. Right? But as opposed to it being a guess because of your knowledge, I turned it into certainty going, that is obviously a flux capacitor, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Got it.
You weren't just going, this is obviously this, radiator makes ancient cold.
Okay, well, if that's the case, we can't go too fast.
This would be super fancy to have in my apartment because the location is terrible and it's always hot in there. So get that and a little fan going, and that's just going to make the whole room cool.
Ooh, that does sound nice.
Now this room looks familiar. Give me a minute. So anyway, he starts wandering around the room checking out crates.
No, wait, come back.
Finds a crate and starts rifling through it.
Can I keep an eye on him just to kind of see what he's grabbing and looking? Just kind of...
Yeah, come on over here. Come on over. Get in this room. Lean on my shoulder.
Take a step back to the doors.
Hey man, what you got there? What you looking for? What's in those crates? Looks like a lot of fun stuff.
Huh?
What are you looking for? What's in there? Can I see? I'm interested.
He holds up a silver wedding band. Ice cold. That woman is, he says without a trace of irony, before pocketing it. What else? And a bunch of rock hard rime encrusted onions. Here, hold these. Gives them to Pilo. Dig some more. Anyway, so while Pilo and so far the only thing he's kept is the wedding band, but he's digging through it, he's checking everything, and he keeps handing you things that are just like frostbitten foods, right? Staring at the orb, and Shooty backs off. Charwin, what are you doing? You know your 6 is covered because the dwarf's out there. You can hear him like a plumber that's like down your hallway fixing your sink. Crap. Oh, shit. Ding. I'm okay. Yeah.
I'll come up and inspect this vat on the lower left.
Okay. Perception in the tower? You see under the vat, not attached to the vat, a pair of automaton mechanical legs. Like something is sitting with its back against the wall trying to keep warm, and its feet are just stretched out underneath the vat for lack of room.
I would like to grab those legs and yank them out. Look, guys.
Okay, so guys, you guys are all looking and checking things out or whatever, and Charwin pulls a fully dressed automaton completely covered in a layer of ice. Mechanical legs, wearing a trench coat and collars up, and as he pulls it, the head flops to one side, and you know when your computer goes to sleep, all your ready lights and stuff, they change color and they just waver, they just kind of go whoa, 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 you know, that kind of thing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This thing seems to be in some kind of conserve energy mode.
Holy crap.
You just woke up something.
Why are you always looking for random things?
I thought free legs. Why wouldn't I take free legs?
Your little
I got
plant
some
thing
free
doesn't
legs.
need free robot legs.
This thing becomes aware and its head sits up, cranes forward, and the frosted lens, you know, tries to focus through the cold gauze as it looks about at each of you in turn, trying to figure out why it can't see clearly and what you guys are doing.
Yeah. You okay there, pal?
Lovelace. I am What happened? Where am I?
Like a slow record recording that's winding faster as this thing, you know, internals warm up. More and more glowing parts on the mechanical chest, but behind protective plates, you know, like light up as this thing sort of comes to life. And then, very much like a person, he just sort of props himself up on his elbows while still laying prone and looks around at you guys and asks where he is, where it is.
You're in a brewery?
What?
Hey, Jarwin, there's a whole body attached to them legs. Did you see that?
Seeing it now. Hey, you need those legs.
Are you still going to take the legs, or what are we doing with that?
No, what the hell?
Who are you people?
I gotta ask him first. How you feel about those legs?
My legs?
God, you're worse than a raccoon.
You want my legs?
His feet,
yeah.
actually, like the back heel and the mechanical toes, flex at an inhuman, almost like pincers. Like he could actually grab something like a monkey bar and hang upside down, and he's flapping them around at Charwin, questioning what he's talking about.
That is
Those are
unsettling.
some really nice legs, man. Wow. Jarwin, good find.
We're here with an old fart looking for some stuff and keeping him safe from actually, I think someone you mentioned. You mentioned Lovelace.
Yes. Do you work for Lovelace?
God, no.
Well, any enemy of Lovelace is a friend of mine.
Good to know.
He must not be fully functional here in the cold too long. His thought processes sort of jump track. He goes from, do you work from Lovelace, to, you're obviously an enemy of Lovelace, and jumps ahead as his circuits are warming up and, you know, type of thing. He is rolling on his side and he's trying to get up, but his parts aren't quite warm enough. He's obviously taken, you know, like cold damage kind of thing from being in here way too long. And he was obviously locked in here because even we had trouble getting in. What do you guys do? You let him get up? Do you help him get up? Or
I'm gonna start helping him up.
Okay.
Come on, buddy.
Make sure those legs work before we,
Harvest them. Such lovely people.
I don't know what happened. I don't know how I ended up here. The last thing I remember, I was doing a job for Lovelace, and then they turned on me and threw me in here, or shut me down, something.
Literally put you on ice.
Gadaby mumbles over his shoulder. Yeah, there's a lot of that going around lately. Oh, the marshal betrayed me. Oh no, join the club. And he just kind of makes a circling motion, draping his finger at like all these guys have all been screwed over by Lovelace.
Please do not mind the cantankerous old man. He is exceedingly frustrating.
Also, I haven't been screwed by Lovelace. I'm just along for the time.
I gotta say, he raises an eyebrow at you because of your phrasing, wondering who might screw you.
I'm interested to get to know you all.
She can be exceedingly rough when she does, so be careful.
I assume we have more pressing matters than getting to know each other right now.
Well, hoping we don't stay in here like you did and become people sickles, then yeah, that would be the first pressing business.
I guess that's it, he says, slamming a lid in Pilo. All right.
So, was the ring what you were after? I want to make sure if we're done.
Maybe?
If it is, that's fine.
The details are a little bit foggy. I cannot recall exactly what it was.
Okay, hang on. Let me have a look at this thing. Excuse me, Skinny. Crafting check from those who care. What are we looking at here?
Do I secret it?
No, you can do these in the open because you either know or you don't.
I rolled poorly.
Okay. You've never seen anything like this automaton. I mean, you know what automaton is, work, but this like model or series or reproduction or a favorite kind of chassis that a lot use with different arms and legs or whatever. This thing looks pretty custom. It doesn't look like anything that you've seen walking around town lately or that's popular. Anyone else have crafting?
Clothes. Also, he's wearing clothes. It's so weird.
Well, at least the coat. Are you wearing anything else besides the coat?
No, just the trench coat.
Okay. You guys do notice, so he's got the bandy mechanical legs, very nice legs, sticking out the bottom trench coat.
Like my pistol and my sword kind of just hooked onto my legs.
So as he stands up and the trench coat kind of parts, the thing is armed to the teeth with a sword and a pistol, though you're not sure if it would fire right away. Like obviously he would need to warm some stuff up and check some stuff over. Who knows how long he's been in here. But
There's a bit of ice left. There's a bit of ice left on my on the ground that my foot's kind of stuck in, and I used this energy beam from my eyeball. The 17
to
just to melt the ice, like as some flare, just to show off.
Oh yeah, no, okay.
My character has an energy beam.
Watch it fall through, right? So he gets up and he's still looking at you guys and asks about Lovelace, and his foot's kind of stuck. He just cranes his head. Red laser shoots out of one of the eye. Your head kind of looks like, it reminds me of like those old-timey projectors where there's several like nozzle eyes and lit eyes that are all sort of like an octagonal flat pattern, right? They're not. Yeah. You don't have eyes that are placed like a person. Your head actually looks quite mechanical. And yeah, a beam shoots out of one of them and just he hits the floor with it, and the floor melts and glows, and he frees his foot and gives it a shake and then looks back at you guys. Everyone ducks, but luckily he's shut the beam off by the time his head comes off.
Yeah, but when he goes to look, I just like put my fingers on the side of his head to keep him from looking at me. Point that somewhere else, please.
Just fry a big scorch mark through the there we go. A little groggy, I guess one might say, but friendly enough.
I'm
or at
picking
least...
up like a steampunk Appleseed vibe.
Yeah,
for those who've seen that anime.
That's good. Yeah. Okay, so little dice action from Gadaby here. Oh, you one of Gavin's, huh? then he leans into you guys, puts his hand up like that's going to keep this thing from hearing him, and does the stage whisper. Brilliant inventor, Gavin something, a couple of decades ago. It's going to revolutionize the industry, blah, blah, blah. Made a few prototypes and then just vanished one day. I suppose some of his prototypes are still walking around. He looks down at your feet as you're still trying to cool your toe that you've nuked. Kind of.
Why didn't you use that to start a fire if you were so cold?
The cold overrode my systems, and before I could use it, I was shut down.
That beam would use a lot of his energy. He would be dead after a couple of, well, maybe not a couple shots, but you imagine trying to keep a campfire going with that thing against that, and he points at the cold emulator. It obviously won. No, you did the right thing. If you tried to keep warm with your I-beam, man, you'd be dead. You'd be out of energy.
It's mostly meant for utility, but yes, the intensity could be modified, possibly.
What do they call you? Invention of Gavin?
I
know. We'll call you Unit G, huh?
No.
Just G then?
I go by Blaster Valentine. You can call me Val. Or Blaster, whatever suits you.
Well, Val, I'm Atticus. You can call me, Atticus.
Nice to meet you, Atticus.
I'm Charwin. I'm interested in your legs.
I'm Paolo. I'm afraid of you not having any skin.
You mean, gotta be leans over to Charlotte. You mean romantically or?
Future use, maybe.
Let me just switch Matt's character to red for hostile. What? What?
I'm Shurney.
Well, all of you, you lead me in the direction we need to go. What is the mission?
Well, at this moment, it was getting Gattaby here so he could find something apparently very important, which I'm still unsure if we have found that thing.
Yes. Okay. I'm good. And you, Unit Val and time thing. Yes, they always follow directive. You should help the law of the city by helping these gentlemen escort me to private base. I'm a very important person. Yes. That is your directive. Big wink to you, tries to use diplomacy on this machine. These things were built to be guard, security, police enforcement, that kind of thing. That's why he's asking for lawful direction as well as not just killing you. Though they would make these would make very good assassins.
If you need me, my sword will be at your side.
Might not be a bad idea to step out of the cold room and have this discussion, no?
Oh, right. You guys don't have fur.
I don't really mind it, man. It's okay. Bones a little rattling here, but everyone likes little bones.
I'll join you in a moment.
Oh, you're thinking what I'm thinking.
I'm going to drag a barrel to the middle of the room.
Shurney was trying to get rid of you guys.
A barrel already in hand, passing it to Atticus.
Shouldn't you guys leave? Shurney's picking up a barrel.
I'm gonna climb on the barrel too, and then just start. First, I'm gonna bat at it a few times, and then I'm gonna shake my head and start trying to pull it down.
Okay. This thing, it doesn't wobble, it doesn't bat, doesn't move. You pause at it, it unscrews. You turn the whole thing, and it's damn cold. You're gonna want to have gloves or something.
One of you happen to bring a spray bottle?
Don't do that. Don't even joke about that.
He's very particular about being sprayed. That's why he's pink. I'll tell you all about it.
My father used to punish me.
This is how we dealt with these things back in my home country.
This is your home country.
Just looks at you. Oh, personality upgrade. Oh, very advanced, eh? He thinks he's a person. It's part of his programming. It's all standard to, revolutionize the industry. Gavin was, and he kind of does the who. Very advanced stuff. You know, he's telling you in front of the droid, in front of the droid, in front of the automaton. But he's making like, this is crazy idea, you know. It's okay.
So, can I pull out some of the cloths from my firearm cleaning kit, and would that assist me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll hold out my backpack open. If you want to, you can just toss it in here for now. I don't mind holding.
Well, I don't want to toss this thing anywhere. We're gonna gently place it in your bag.
This is metaphorical.
Guys, do you think it would be good to place it in a regular bag or maybe just a bag of holding?
So you get it on.
Frozen cold.
You get it unscrewed, but it's still attached by filament and wire. And I need a thievery check to disable this thing so that you don't damage it. Set it off or
Secret or open?
Open's fine because this is one of those times where if it goes boom.
20 total.
20 is actually the DC. Thievery check disable device. You detach the. Okay, so the bands unscrew, but they're mounted to the wall. So if you want to get this thing out, it's kind of like, okay, this whole thing isn't coming down, but maybe I can. This thing is attached to a filament. You follow it in, and it's like you can kind of pry and thief your way into the bands, the iron bands, and actually pull out the item, which is an orb.
Okay.
Now the orb itself is easily handled.
He's got 2 hands, 2 paws on there, and his tail comes and grabs the orb and gently lowers it as he's holding it.
Dun, dun, dun.
But once we have it loose, I'll put it in Sherney's backpack, and then we'll also put it in the bag of holding, because I wanted it to not be where we're just like generating tons of cold as we walk around.
It doesn't. Funny enough.
Oh, it's not active anymore?
No. It's an orb, and for some reason, when you remove it from the mechanical device that seems to be tapping into its energy, which is cold base, once you remove it from the device, it's like detaching a battery.
So we'd need to recreate some sort of device to do what this device was doing. This is just the power source, or like the source of the cold. It just needs like a radiator to function through.
Perhaps. Maybe give me some more checks, boys. If you want to take a minute to, or like you can throw in the bag and get out of here so you're nice and warm and look at it elsewhere. But
yeah, some inventor I am, rolling crap from my craft decks tonight.
17 Arcana.
It's unusual. Someone has sort of taken the concept of a wand of chilling spray and contained that magic in this orb to be used as a power source as a cold device here. But technically, you could hold this orb and release it at someone like activating a wand of chilling spray. It's just not wand-shaped. It's a fist-size orb.
Interesting.
So imagine, like, clench your fist and place it in your other hand, and that's how big it is. Like a softball. Not a hardball baseball, but, the ye old softball from girls' baseball, that kind of thing. It's about how big she is. Huh. Yeah. Do you tell us about this, Sherney?
Well, it seems that it's basically just a modified wand of chilling spray. I don't know exactly how they mounted it up so that it would chill like this, but...
Advanced Player Guide, page 217. For you at home.
Like a wand.
So yay, treasure, sort of. Wand of chilling spray. I will put this on your party sheet. Or do you guys want me to just directly put it in Sherney's stuff?
His party sheet for now works.
I mean, I was going to say my sheet only because it's a wand, which means it can be activated, I think.
Who can activate this thing? There's no use magical item in this version of the game, so like, how do you set off a wand? Do you need to be arcanic? You are a divine caster. Pylo's an occult caster. This is an arcane device. Do you need to be an arcane caster to use it, or
Ooh, you're right. It's yeah. So to cast a spell from wand, it must be on your spell list. So yeah, it's arcane primal.
The scene zips across to an unmarked grave on the outside of AlkenStar, and this little gnome hand pops out, pointing like, Matt's former character is relevant. I could have done that, the sorcerer. Damn you, AlkenStar. Anyway, getting what we seem to have come for, leaving the room.
Yep.
You guys want to do the 20-minute cold search, or let those who don't care about the cold do that, or?
Yeah, I got 3 onions, man. I'm pretty happy with this trick.
Those things are almost like rocks you could chunk at enemies.
Rime encrusted onions.
And who knows? They're cold enough they might shatter, thus creating difficult terrain for the enemy once you hit them.
Oh, I was going to say tear bombs.
Is eye-watering going to cause them to have bad vision for 1 round or something?
I am not opposed to entertaining some of these thoughts. We'll see what happens next combat. You hang on to those, Pilo. I'm not opposed to these ideas. I got to say that.
I guess I'll do the 20-minute search in the area to try and see if there's anything else of use.
Okay. Valentine. And he, Gaddaby tries to get you outside into the warm there, Matt. Let's get everybody outside into the warm. Give me the old perception in the tower, boys. Those that are staying to give us the 20-minute just in case. Oh, almost forgot Charwin again. Sorry, Drew. I was like, and everybody's outside. No, wait, I forgot somebody. Sorry, dude. All right. Junk, bubkiss, veggies that aren't even explodable or portable, a lot of damage. This place has been rifled. The only reason he must have found this silver wedding band was because it was sort of, placed to be hidden. People just kind of poked in this crate and went, food, forget it, next, kind of thing. So we come out of the room. And since your crafting sucks, I will even say Vashon tries to be useful by speaking with the automaton, trying to help him warm up, Vashon's trying to catch him up to speed, asking him what the date is, letting him know what Lawless has been doing, how important I am, and how you should really protect me at all costs because I am the future of this city, and, just filling his head with updates and nonsense.
You just hear me from the freezer room. Oh my God.
What? Oh, they're cranky till they get paid. We're working for very important people. But you'll have to talk to them about, getting cut in on the reward, or, I'm being taken to an important person, Lady Dunsmith, who works for a very important person who I can't mention, but, rhymes with Trisha? Eh? No? Rhymes with Countess? No? Yeah, never mind. So, a little while later, let's say a good hour, you guys manage to get out, get warm, and are chilling outside. Vashon's ready to go. Okay, shall we go? Unit G, you want to come with? Yes? Protect me?
Oh my God.
Okay, Valentine.
It's Val.
Sorry. Okay. Valentine, do you want to join these fools?
I'm following you. Where are we going?
Okay. Then I will make you green and add you to the party. Yay!
Because that's effing teamwork.
Yeah. Okay, so leading the pack now, he's got his own personal automatomic bodyguard, like you guys weren't doing any good job. Vashon strides to the front door, right? Opens it and immediately closes it and does the, backwards press, hands against it. Crap. The streets are crawling with marshals. No. No need to cock your rifle and get violent. Maybe we should, I don't know. What should we do? He asks Valentine, what should we do? Like, you're like the most important person now.
I'd always hold out here for a while.
Yes, we
I
should
think
take.
we cleaned out most of the bad things in this place if we just want to stay here till the heat dies down.
I agree. We can take cover in one of these rooms.
Well, we
Do
already
you know
know
this
some.
place at all, Mr. Val, or is this just kind of a new place to you? Have you been here before?
No, I have not. I don't know where we are.
Okay. It's good to know. See, Vashon, you're asking this guy all these questions, but here, he knows nothing about it. Come to the experts. Come to us. He's going to help us, but we're going to get you safe.
He had the great idea of lying low. I like you.
Let's see if the Iron Hunters are still here.
Okay.
They got camp, and if they decide to raid the place at night, then we'll have extra backup on hand.
They are, but they pack up or are packing up over the next hour. They're going to move on before dusk. But you guys are, me Casa Warehouse, Su Casa Warehouse. So you guys go back to the Iron Hunters. I'll put it all in the room here. And they hang out with you guys, and, you can get chummy with them. You guys can get to know Valentine a little better, get him caught up on, that kind of thing. Perhaps learn his story. Might as well get the backstory out of the way. Vashon's very interested, So did you get hit on the head and they just throw you in the freezer, put you on ice, so to speak? I mean, at least they didn't kill you or destroy you or whatever.
One day I awoke in the desert and there was a sword and a pistol beside me and some sort of leftovers of a battle that had gone on, and I don't recall anything from that, but I wandered through those sands until eventually I made my way to AlkenStar, and I began working as a gun for hire.
Well, I am an alchemist. I am not, craftsman. The cat's an inventor, but Stoutbeard here, he's with the Church of Bry, your goddess, all things mechanical. He might be able to give you a look over and, let you know
yes,
what's what.
I could have memories that can be restored that would explain more of where I came from. I feel I am much older than I look.
You have yet to meet, but now you do, a dwarf that has lost his fleshy arm and it's been replaced with an actual mechanical one, carrying hammer and shield, and an emblazoned symbol of a white porcelain mask trimmed in gold. That does seem familiar. Now, they tell you that it is the symbol of Bree, a goddess of invention, but you're like, okay, the symbol seems familiar, and it's cool that they say this guy has qualifications, but it's up to you. If you want this dwarf, literally taking you apart, it'd be like a surgeon going, oh, we know a surgeon, get on the table, time for brain surgery. Yeah, it's sterile in here. That's what it's like for you as an automaton to say, hey, this guy is a cleric of Bree. No problem, right? Just get on just lay over this barrel. We got this. We'll help you. That's up to you, man.
Never trust anyone that says lay over a barrel for you.
For now, I will just stay as I am and continue, and we'll just continue doing what we are doing.
Okay. Stoutbeard that believes and actually talks to you. These guys talk to you like they would a minority. I'll be polite. You're not like me, but they don't just talk to you like you're a person. They're kind of on eggshells, right? Vashon talks to you like you're a thing, right? Or like you're a kid. Andreas talks to you like you actually are a soul, like you actually are a person. Calls you brother, that kind of thing. Anyway, pulls you aside and says, I won't do anything invasive, but would you like me just to check you to make sure that your elbow servos are working and just, have a look and help you with the cold damage, that kind of thing, because he can actually heal your damage. Now, Matt and I were looking into this about medicine checks for an actual automaton. In the basic rule system, they're like, if you got medicine, he has internal systems and tubes that flow like veins. He has energy source that pumps energy like a heart. It's similar enough that mankind or dwarf kind or whatever is trying to make a creation of themselves. I mean, you are a humanoid. They are trying to replicate themselves in a creation. So why not, to make arms and legs work, give you something that's like a cardiovascular system and blah, 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 even if it is all oils and fluids and shit. So this is why Paizo was saying medicine is close enough.
Also, I think technically, according to the lore, they are alive. Technically,
Yes.
like they're
It was like like a living,
Right.
organic person of like an ancient society that created these machines that used like the soul and like the consciousness of a person and transitioned them into this machine soul.
Right.
And I'm
So-
I'm like a leftover from like a relic from that ancient
Or a
society.
copy of, this is where we're hinting at you actually having something advanced, or actually Vashon's wrong and you might be something that's ancient, like a technology lost.
Yeah,
Like-
but I
like
can't
an imprint.
remember because it's been so long and it's so hard for a regular living being to have a memory last over hundreds and hundreds of years, right? without
yeah.
going insane.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
so you literally are Nick Valentine.
Yeah, I guess that's so true.
He can tell you what he ate for breakfast, but he can't tell you where he came from. Anyway, for now, with a bonus, like what is your, let's use the cat, for example. Atticus, what is your crafting bonus?
7.
And what is your medicine bonus?
-1.
Who has medicine?
I do.
And what is your medicine bonus?
+8.
Right. So it's relative, +8, +7. You know what I mean? So, well, Charwin, to work on Mr. Undead Pylo here, he had to pick up a feat. He had to sidestep, waste valuable resources and character. It's very thankful that he can do this for Mr. Undead. I'm not going to make these guys take feats, but for now, I acknowledge the whole medicine thing. I just think it would be, as far as the dice are concerned, leaning on more of a crafting check. You know what I mean? For your physical body. But we get into like healing you mentally, or, you know what I'm saying? So depending on what kind of damage, I would like to kind of switch sort of a both or one or the other kind of thing. Now, Andreas is a cleric. He has medicine and he's a craftsman. So he's kind of the best guy. You know, I'll let him use one for the other, or, you know, if maybe Atticus, because he's an inventor and has crafting, but not medicine, while we're technically using medicine on you, I would let the crafter aid another because of your physical makeup. You follow me? Just for flavor, and as well as just to like not just hand wave, because the module already hand waves like, oh, magic's fine, even though the whole lore of the place is magic is bunkus. You know what I mean? I don't want to just hand wave going, oh, your character and blah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So with a crafting check or a medicine check and some crafting from Atticus, maybe for another, will you let them just, give you the physical exam, check your reflexes, make sure everything moves, they're not going to get into your head. No lie down and make you unconscious. They just want to look you over and make sure that you're, you could run if we need to run. You could fight if you need to fight.
No, I can do it. Oh, okay, fine. Yes, you take a look.
Okay.
Pull out the little rubber hammer and tap it on his
Give
knee.
him a help with that, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, I can help with this. Being as I've got no skin myself, I kind of am an expert on looking at things with none of it. So I'm gonna give you a help here out just over your side, and I'm gonna actually cast Inspire Competence. I think it is. Which one is it? Courage or Competence?
Nice.
Give you a +1.
Okay. He sings a dwarven mining working song, Forge, the hammer strikes, some kind of, like, we're making the machine, serving the man, that kind of song, right?
This is
I'll
way
sing along in
outside my
Dwarven.
wheelhouse.
A sing-along in dwarven. It's like watching a Klingon drinking song and everyone just goes, oh yeah, I could get in on that. Rah, 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 rah.
My adoptive father was dwarven.
Yeah. Do you actually speak dwarven?
Yes.
Okay.
If
They get-
anybody noticed in the chat window now, if you look at it says common, you can actually choose what languages you speak from there. But I don't know what happens if you try to type in that language.
Oh yeah, no, that's always been here.
I
I've
didn't
always
know
said-
it actually told you different languages there. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Like I can type in Aquin, okay? And then if you guys have Aquin, if I say hello, that character at your home on your screen, you see hello. These guys, if they don't speak Aquin, see gobbledygook.
Cool.
Neat,
Didn't know
huh?
that.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. We just haven't run into that because usually just forsake everyone speaking common or, Now there might be a point in the adventure where like it says Blaster Valentine Yucatan. Hello.
Utopian, yeah. Does it say like anything?
It says understood by Blaster Valentine, which means no one else understands it.
Yeah. Same with I saw Atticus. It's unknown.
Yeah. It says Atticus Bellamy Smokefur Dwarven, and it says what he says to everybody, which just looks like runes. But up beside it says translation. Dang blasted bolts. Very cool.
I thought that was a new feature, but it's good to know.
No, it's cool.
I think they made it easier to use.
Now, what comes up here for the audience is always going to be gobbledygook because I don't have a registered character besides Gadaby that speaks any languages. Right? So through the magic of podcasting, we reveal as needed, right? But it is a cool way for me to kind of go, here, look in the chat, Dwarven speaking guy. The dwarf you just woke up is groggy and just speaks his native tongue, and this is what he says, and then you have the lead on the translation, and when it's flavorful, but usually players and audience alike don't like using language barriers. I think they're awesome, but it's modern society here in steampunk land. So getting back to looking over Valentine real quick, pulling up good old Andreas. In his skill set, I'm going to throw crafting and medicine. And
Ooh.
You want to help me out here?
I did. I rolled a total of a 22 for crafting.
Which beats his 18 in crafting, though he does have 26 in medicine. So you actually give tips about like the quality. Yeah. Here's a good example. My brother and I, my wife orders a headboard online from my mother's bed. My brother comes over last weekend and we try to assemble it. No problem. But it doesn't have any attachments to go to said bed. The bed itself has attachments for generic headboards, but there's no hardware to put A to B, because each assumes the other, whatever you buy, would have shit like that, or you go buy it yourself. There are bolts and nuts that came with the bed. We used them. And when we tightened them with a socket, they stripped, and I actually snapped one because they're aluminum, not bullshit crap. He runs to Home Depot, pulls out a screw. Now, the end of this bolt had 3 little ticks in it, like carved in the end. The one he bought had 3 little ticks, but a PT, extra emblem. And he says, look, now they look and feel the same, but watch this. Cranks the hell out of this heavy duty bolt he bought from Home Depot, and we couldn't crack them. And we went around the bed replacing several bolts so that no more would snap due to fatigue or whatever, because, online stuff, they just give you, cheap to make profit. So this is what I'm thinking is, Andreas is using modern ideas of what he knows about like the arm he has, which is decent craftsmanship or whatever, but Dwarven or Bree. And you're pointing out stuff on this automaton where there's some very cool redundancies in his construction that make him heavy duty. He is durable.
He's built Borg tough.
Yeah. They check you out, heal you up with actual natural campfire heat because they have a room with a stove, but they try not to like let this place smoke and everyone sees it. They warm you. A few hours go by. You're a little hesitant to share your story. Everyone gets a little chummier and you are at full hit points. The Iron Hunters leave. And you guys want to like literally bed down for the night?
Yep.
That is the plan, yes? Nods all around?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Take a full 8-hour rest. Reset all your abilities, please.
Is there a full rest button on here that just does it for us or no?
I think
wasn't sure.
the DM has the ability to do that on the combat tracker, maybe?
I have maps. I have question marks.
On the combat tracker, I think there's something in the upper left about an all rest, but it's been a while.
I got menus. I've got this and that. I got maps.
It looks like the GM can right-click on the PC and the combat tracker on their open character sheet and select overnight rest from the menu.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm... Oh, crap. What happened? think I killed somebody. Hey! I killed the cat. What?
What?
I don't know. I did something and it's erased somebody from time and space. It's fine.
I'm still here on my end.
Yeah, you're all here.
Okay.
Healed Andreas a little bit.
I nuked somebody. Anyway, so yes, I am doing overnight rests as we go.
Atticus, when you did the crafting check on me, you noticed that my ammunition is stored in my forearm, where I'm holding like my sword, where my sword would be, so that I'm able to reload without needing a free hand.
Just like pop it over.
Yeah, just kind of like use the.
That is ingenious.
Valentine doesn't get this, so you must either not have any abilities that need it, or as an automaton don't qualify, because you're like the one character on here that doesn't allow me to overnight rest you.
Automatons only need 2 hours of resting.
They only need 2 hours rest. You don't need a.
Oh,
need action.
So you're on watch there, Skinny. Good night.
I just kind of go into like hibernation mode, and my laser eye just kind of like beeps red.
And he drapes himself over a crate, no reason. No?
I'm just gonna go play dead into a corner.
Some SWAT team breaks in the night, right? Look, they've killed someone. Oh, he's been here a while. They just totally leave you alone.
They can roll a check to figure out if they know I'm one, but you know.
Yeah, but even if you're dead or not dead, what do? They'd loot you. Anybody would, there's a body, let's loot it, right? And take all your stuff. How many times you woke up stripped down to the bone? Damn it, not again. Are you aware when you go into this state?
Just play dead, yeah. I'm not actually dead, yeah.
Oh, okay. So if somebody started patting you down, you'd be like...
It's almost a deception check to... I'm just a skeleton, ta-da.
Yeah.
You can just see it now. Someone accidentally steps over his, or steps and touches his unconscious playing dead self. And he's just like,
yeah.
I hop up onto a crate and like go into like this like like almost fold into my legs, like in like a crouch, like
yeah, like the droids in that come out the rack in Phantom Menace, right?
Yeah, the way
you hug your knees, the hug your knees stance, right? You know, your ass cheeks touch your ankles and you hug your knees, and
I'm just
it's a squatty potty.
Yeah, but you get the head you get the searchlight that scans.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Standard watch rotation. Now casters need good 4 to 8, right? So Andreas and Sherney need a lot of rest. Inventor needs some to. Pilot needs 4, right? Your long rest for the Inventor, just to reset, is your standard 4 or whatever?
Technically, I need a little time in the morning to make sure all my inventions and stuff are squared away, but it won't take like 10 minutes.
So if we bed early and they leave now at sunset, and then we spend maybe an hour or two, let's say it's like 7, 8, 9 o'clock, right? You guys could get up in the middle of the night and try to sneak back, cover darkness kind of thing. You don't have to wait for fresh morning and, well, the shield marshals are come off rotation and fresh ones are out there searching for us. You know,
I think it's a good idea.
You guys just take the minimum 4 to 8 that you need right from sunset, and yeah, you'll be getting up stupidly early, dark, but does anyone know the city well enough to actually navigate us there in the dark?
Well, I got that low light visions.
Yeah.
I can see in the dark.
You're
The dark can see in me.
born and bred here in Smokeside, are you not, Atticus?
I am.
And Sherney, like she just indicated, has her tuitions. Okay. So that is...
See in the dark too, my friends. These big eyes take in everything.
All right.
I'm still trying to figure out how.
Jake, my dear boy.
You're looking at me and asking how I can see things. That thing over there is just a pile of metal. At least I was something at one point. I had realized.
I think the at one point's what I'm bothered by.
I'm not bothered by it. Okay.
I'm glad that you aren't. Don't get me wrong. You're still my friend, Pilo. Still care about you a lot.
That actually feels kind of good, my buddy.
I this would sound weird going to anyone else, but I really hope you never have skin.
What?
I could shed a tear, I would.
And I really hope they don't hear you guys yammering in here.
And I really
That's-
hope, Atticus, that when my skeleton army rises, you're the last to join us.
When my skeleton army rises.
Thank you.
He's
I
the
can just see
Pied
it-
Piper. Like,
I could just see this is all of us like lying in our respective like little like sleeping bags. It's like it's a sleepover, and we're like 10, and we're all just staring at the ceiling. And instead of being like, "You guys ever think about whales?" We're like, "I hope you never have skin."
so who do you like? You know? You mean in this room, says Gashon? Well, no, idiot, a woman outside. Oh, there's someone in your life. And then you're like, I care about you, Pilo. That's what got me going. I really care about you, Pilo. Aw, that's nice. Lots of sleepover banter. And enough rest, enough time goes by that Valentine, your internal clock, right? They asked for X amount of hours. Ding, fries are done. Get them up. What do you want to do?
Well, it would be easier for us to escape right now under the cover of the darkness if you all want to leave.
I would like to know how you guys sleep. Charwin, what does Charwin look like in the dead of the night sleeping? How are you sleeping?
Charwin would cast like Tanglefoot and just sleep on a pile of
Oh, okay.
vines.
And he's got the little leashy companion like curled up at his hip kind of thing.
Yep.
Draped over a boot, snoring away.
When you wake up, like there's the flowers start blooming as you wake up.
he's a freaking Disney princess. Hello, everybody. Then they all wilt or get weird. That's funny. Please tell me Sherney is...
So even when indoors, she loves to look at the stars, so she will actually cast her focus spell spray of stars up in the air to look at, and she'll start floating in her bedroll, like, just like a couple inches off the ground.
Okay, so we have the
until she
nightlight.
goes to sleep, and then just...
We have the nightlight that makes stars in the ceiling. It's officially a sleepover. I'll finally concede to that.
They need to be those like weird, that green color from the glow in the dark plastic stars you can get for your ceiling.
Oh, they're all types of colors.
They emanate from her. She turns over and like all these prickles of light move. It's really creepy.
Watching them, just like, I think I've got a contact high.
It's floating off the ground. Pilo is doing the dead
maybe
man.
he's trying to contact you. Perfect. I was wondering when that would happen.
What about the cat?
Generally speaking, I try to sleep in the fetal position, as though I'm actively trying to curl up into a ball.
Are you curled up like on the highest box in a corner kind of thing?
No, I'm in a corner, but I'm like behind stuff.
Oh yeah, like wedged behind the couch.
And like if people look over to where I am, like my eyes are still peering out at them.
Yeah,
like they get those little green lights.
Yeah.
As though they were looking at me with a camera.
Yeah. 2 crates, and like in between there's the lights, and on the edge of the one crate the tail's just sticking out, flicking, right? That kind of thing. Nice.
Yep.
Well, weirdos, Vashon is sitting on the ground. Well, actually, he'd be sitting on a crate and then back up, like how humans try to prop themselves up, and then heads just droop forward and they hug themselves for warmth. He just kind of propped up with his back up, and we're all sleeping. And now fries are done, and Valentine starts explaining the plan to a whole bunch of asleep people, wondering why they're not responding. Oh, that's right. They lose consciousness, right? You remember now.
I go around one by one, waking them all up.
Okay.
Giving them a...
Oh no, that one's dead. He's going for Pilo. Oh no, he's dead.
Hey, I think we can try to slip out now.
5 more minutes.
Ooh, that was a good rest, my friend.
Do you all wish to fight in the broad daylight against the full force of the marshals?
No, I don't want to fight anybody. We're supposed to be like escaping them. What's the word? Avoiding. Yes.
I mean,
right.
I could go for a scrap, but
and like,
I also understand that's not the plan.
Priority 1 reprogram bot. Avoid combat. It's just like being racist as hell. Andreas pulls him aside for a timeout. They have a soft father and son talk about being, nice to other boys in the playground and being racist and shit. Gaddaby doesn't get it. Making stereotypical assumptions that you could just order something to think a certain way. Yeah, very bad. Anyway, you guys pack up camp?
Yeah.
Can I heal Andreas real quick before we pack up?
Oh, yeah, he got some back, right? The rest did a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to heal him up with some medicine? Do the cheap version?
Yeah.
Sure.
Andreas, you're in need of some pitching up. I think I heard Jarwin rummaging around with his healer's kit.
Ooh, 15 on the dot. Success.
Nice. Hey, I like this. It doesn't just say treat wounds. It gives us a little sidebar going, by the way, DM, it is a success. You don't have to forget and look at, thank you, Fancy Grounds. Liking you much better.
That's a big update. They added a lot.
Yeah.
You even got a heal
there's a
button,
little
too.
flare on your dice.
Sparkly dice, yeah. He's got the sparkle dice.
I really want to be able to make my activities now. Like, I want them to work. I'm jealous.
You targeted Gaddaby when you're supposed to be targeting Andreas.
Yep, I had the wrong person.
Vashon Gaddaby, not
wounded.
No, I'm not offended at all. Call me racist, whatever. I don't care. I'm not wounded. My pride's not wounded. It's fine.
I can't tell humans apart, dwarves apart, whatever.
I do got to give another shout out to Dice of Thunder. Their Gaddaby is an Australian Disney Goofy, and he does it well. Well, I guess I left this here. He sounds like Goofy, and he does the Aussie accent, and it's good. It works. It works. I do like my grumpy Russian that I'm doing, but definitely shout out to.
Look, I still say that our Vashon is just Russian Rick.
Russia. Yeah, pretty much Rick Sanchez. Yeah, that was what I was going for. Asshole Incorporated. So about those hit points, shall you just give me another 2D, or I'll just give those 3 that Sharwin gave?
Yeah, you can just give the 3 to him, and then if we want to wait an hour, I can do it one more time for him.
We also say we kind of did this overnight, so we'd have lots of time. He would technically be filled up whole if we.
Well, that was the thing. You don't have time. You guys agreed to okay, let's bed down. Let's do minimum rest. Let's go.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Right? Now, if you want to heal up the dude, and then you will be burning more time, right? So, and that's the give and take of the plan, right? There's always cause and effect and cost of both are good ideas, but which one do we decide? He's got 8 hit point damage out of 20. It's not bad. We just picked up an extra party member. It's up to you guys.
I'm good to go, but if we're wounded enough, then
I'm pretty good, guys. Mr. Andreas, you could probably be pretty good. You got that big old shield there.
Yep, put him in defensive stance, right?
How about one of you know the way to get out of here, like the back door or something?
Well, there's a big fancy door right on the other side of these crates.
On the north side of the room here?
Yes, sir. Let's see if we can't somewhat quietly move one of these crates.
When you guys move the crates, the doors are bolted up, it dumps right on the street. At least the corner entrance, you have that intersection where you could peek around. But if you guys prop a door because of the eye line of the street, I'm just saying you get on the street quicker this way, but you'd be kind of exposed.
Okay. I guess we can go out the front door.
Right.
Yeah. Front door sounds best.
Okay.
I'll
follow you, buddy.
Is there more cover at the front?
This is just tactical view, being able to see around corners and such.
Okay. So step out into the room, guys, into the hall here.
We head south out the room.
Yep. Head south and step into the room itself.
In the hallway.
Because you guys come out and realize suddenly you're not alone.
What? Oh, Charwin.
Not mine.
You guys look out, and blocking our exit and scattered around the back half. So you've got one in front of the wasp room, one in front of the exit. Creatures. There's 2 plant creatures. There is a tumbleweed that unfolds into something that looks kind of draconic. And then there is this guy blocking our exit directly.
Oh my god, that monocle is the best.
It looks like a cactus man wearing a monocle and a flower where a lawful star would be, and a clump of like brown cactus on his head.
The
for
cactus
hair.
Monopoly guy.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad. I have the monopoly on cacti. Anyway, you guys file out, come out of the hallway, bitching and arguing, and then we all pull up short, just come to the end of the hallway, and you know, there he is. And he addresses you guys immediately.
Hold it right there.
Comes a gruff yet squeaky voice with a twangy accent.
Oh my god.
Reach for the sky.
A tall, lanky cactus Lishi wearing a monocle grips a wand holstered at his side. He holds out his free arm, which is covered in thick black spines, like a cocked pistol. Like he makes the finger gun at you, but if these spines are any indication, if he hit you with this, Beside him is a wolf-sized brown drake and a pair of brutish, leafy ruffians.
We know you have the alchemist, whose crimes against the natural world are too enormous and to quantify. For associating with so foul an enemy of all things alive, none of you shall leave here alive. I, Dewy Daystar of the ClearWater Cleaners, will see an end to your toxic ways.
The cactus Lishi slaps the back of his drake beside him and says,
Stick 'em, Roxy.
No, don't do that, Roxy. Don't. Oh, it's kind of.
Joke's on you, you big idiot. I'm not even alive anymore.
Can I have perception initiative off the main page of your characters, boys?
That's an 8.
Woo! 22.
8, Charwin.
I got a 24.
Andreas with 2, Vashon with 1. Actually, sorry, Andreas with 30. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Okay, time to go to a battle board and
It
do
seems Lawless
what-
will hire anyone these days.
All right, guys, I'll just get rid of this. I want to keep this artwork up somehow. Like I love this thing that is attacking you, but there's just not room for everything and everyone on this awesome battle board, unfortunately.
I can't
Okay.
tell if it's a barrel cactus or saguaro cactus.
Saguaro, actually.
Dewy Daystar. It is time to meet you.
Look,
No,
I'm literally
again-
surrounded by them,
Again,
okay?
you know, guilty. I recently listened to Dice of Thunder podcast to see how their fight went. I'm like, I'll just skip to episode 20 and see how their fight went, right? And he does this voice change, you know, reach for the sky kind of thing, and blah blah blah. And they have a mic drop kind of dissing thing going instead of an actual fight. It was funny. Anyway, but they did mention that he's a Saguaro cactus. So I'm gonna go with that.
Nerds.
Andreas Stoutbeard, to his credit, is in the back here, runs up through friendlies, grabs Vashon, and pulls him back to the back of the line. Raises shield and gives you guys a nod like, you know, I got him. Which brings us to the mighty Charwin.
Why you guys gotta be this way? Maybe I'll start with a recall knowledge check on maybe the small dragon that's coming at us.
Okay.
Just a little fella.
Targeted. Away.
Oh, did the knowledge recall check not work, or do I need to target it?
No. This thing, where are we here? Is some sort of drake. So, do you guys remember the drake you fought, Philistia, whatever, the green drake of the water, right? This is like a desert drake. Little pet dragon thing.
Interesting.
Folds up like a tumbleweed, can roll around, but it's like this little, it's a wolf-sized dragon, though it's subclass. It's not smart like a dragon, so hence drake. The dog version, the monkey version of a human. It is a small drake. Second level creature.
Okay.
You're a small drake.
I will tell you that off the top, with your beating the DC by 5, this thing has tremor sense of up to 30 feet. So it doesn't need to see you. It can feel you move around when you're close.
Crazy. 60 feet. Okay. I will attempt to cast Hydraulic Push.
Okay.
I really don't want to fight you guys. I
But
feel like we're kindred spirits.
and then you nuke his dog. Attacks the drake openly.
Well, the
Whoosh.
drake isn't plant, so
Yeah.
It looks like a plant.
25.
Unfortunately, Gataby is sort of the light bulb for the player, for the audience. So, he's here, but he's not here. Yeah, so I'll bring him back forward so the audience can see the board. But
So I think that's a hit.
actually, you know what? Andreas, because we want distance, he drags him up the scaffold. Maybe we can outmaneuver him, like get Vashon all the way around and then to the, you know what I mean? So yeah, Andreas drags him up the scaffolding and maybe we take the long way around. And still light bulb, what everybody's doing. So sorry, hydraulic hit, small dragon hit, you hit him and...
Looks like 12 damage.
Okay. So suddenly a burst of water from underneath, or is this from the front of you?
This comes from... I think it comes from me, and it shoots out and hits him and pushes him back.
What's the distance? Because you're looking at 10,
I want you to hold on for a
30,
sec, Jeff. Sorry to interrupt.
50.
I cast Inspire Courage on everybody way back when we picked that lock for the door, and it looks like it's still on there and adding +1 to the damage roll. So we might want to just make sure those are cleared off the guys first. Because it only lasts, Inspire Courage only lasts, or Competence only lasts, I think, for 1 round.
Okay. I will take them. I'll handle the minuses. Thank you for your honesty.
No worries. Just I saw that on there. I was like, oh, get that out of there. So
Yeah.
it also adds a +1 to their attack rolls as well, though.
Throw in the breakfast song. I'm going to play you guys a marching song. We're about to hit the street. Oh, they're +1.
There we go.
So it is 60 feet, my range.
Okay.
Looks like he's at 55.
Yep, you're good.
Yep. So he'll get knocked back 5 feet as well, since I did hit him.
Okay. Hit him. He gets pushed back past the rail, the famous, infamous high rope rail that Pylo used, but not on the Splatter Ooze side, on the north side of that mini scaffold. So, snapshot of the room. These guys are coming in from the east side, the double hallway, back into the vat room. Immediately to their south on their left, Andreas is dragging Vashabi up that big catwalk that goes all the way around the room, topping over the big vats. Kitty corner across the room on the west side is there where the bar and the skunk canisters and the front door. And right in front of it, out 5 feet, is Dewy. Along the top north wall near the wasp door is a leashy creature. To the south, in front of, there's that little mini stairwell, that small catwalk that moves 15, 30 feet with 2 double stairs that kind of came up to the front of those vats that were along the west side where we killed one of the yeast monsters in front of it are this drake on the north side, and to the south, another leash yeast. So they have that sort of half C L-shaped formation, blocking this way out. And you knock back him. This small leashy creature that he's identified as a ClearWater cleaner. Now, as I had said before, there's a whole bunch of crap in the room that they did not have on the map, right? Like they just kind of gave you the bare bones of the map. There are crates, little boxes, debris, piece of metal you could trip over on the floor. Nothing that really gives difficult terrain or anything that would like block a square, but there is scattered remnants of the sort of empty warehouse and they left shit behind, right? These guys capitalize on that. Capitalize, thank you, on that. This little...
been weird.
Yeah. This little dude is hanging on to, got it on his hip, one of these little crates. And he moves forward, closing the gap on Atticus, who is poking out from the north side. Sorry, not Atticus, Charwin, who just casts a big spell. And of course, we see this hydraulic push go right across the room and hit our Drake. So he decides to heft his crate at Charwin in response. Charwin, he's 40 feet away. He closes 5, 10, 15, heading a little south and east along to 20 feet, and then hefts this crate at you as a double action. Just a crate, blah, blah, picks up the crate and heaves it up to 15 feet. Okay, fine, I get closer. 15-foot hoof. Now, funny that you guys were talking about bursting onions. Upon landing in front of you, Charwin, it breaks open in a 5-foot burst. Each creature within the area takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage after a reflex basics throw. So to chuck it at you, it lands in front of you. So you and Atticus, I need saving throws, please. Base DC of 13.
Open.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Good reflex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. If the base DC is 13, I got a critical success with a 23.
Awesome. You see the crate tumble in the air and you just press up against the north side of the wall, just enough that the debris, splatters and hits your leather coat and stuff. You get hit with stuff, but no damage at all from your crit success. Charwin got what?
A 9.
Okay. You watch it in slow motion and you watch it and look, a pretty crate smashes in front of you. Poof, and you take, 2d6 damage for a total of 3 points. Smash.
It was clearly not going to hit me. Why would I dodge it?
Anyway, that's all 3 of his actions. Next, we have Blaster Valentine.
It is time you met your maker. And I draw my pistol.
Okay. 1 action.
Can you target the cleaner for me?
The guy that just came forward?
Yeah, the one that threw the crate.
Yep. Just to be sure. Yep, cleaner number 2. So we got cleaner 1 at the bottom, the Drake, Dewy, and then at the top is cleaner 2, just so you guys know. Okay. You have guys in front of you. Shooting through friendlies will give me a +1 shield bonus. Do you care to move, or do you need all these actions to fire said pistol?
No, I'll shoot through.
Okay. So take a -1 on your roll, please. Use the modifier at the bottom of Fantasy Grounds. Small price to pay to have meat shields, right? What kind of pistol do you have?
A dueling pistol.
Okay. So you draw it, you load it, and you fire.
No, my gun's already loaded.
For that long?
Yeah.
Okay. I will, since it's been in cold storage and loaded for like a really long time, I will drastically increase the misfire chance of this weapon. Oh, no, sorry. You had last night to clear it and clean your weapons. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
So last night you checked all your gear, right? Reloaded the gun. You were on a mission. So no, you're fine. You're loaded. Okay. I'll give you that. So shoot him.
It's a 1626.
That is a critical hit, sir.
Nice.
Awesome. Hit him for 21.
He levels his gun straight across your shoulders, boys, and his eyes, there's like a little rotation to get the top one. You don't get the dark, evil red laser beam. You get a green, like SWAT team light. Just paints a target right on his head, and he blows the Leashy's head clean off. 6 points of D10. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look,
the three little yeah. 6
Put
points
my hand
from
over my little Leshy.
6 points from the main dice. 3 points
eliminated
because it's deadly weapon, and a full 10 on the crit.
So I'll do. I think I have one action left, right? Draw, fire.
Yeah.
Reload.
How about assure everyone that you're not assassin? Okay, target out of the gate. Oh, I'm so glad I brought you, Spiegler, to this fight. Just vapes a guy out of the gate. Damn.
That's a good roll.
That was good. Hey, talk about opening salvo. Brand new character, first shot, death kill.
Yeah.
For someone that brought a character in that died, had a second character that got so beat up that he lost faith and abandoned the party. You're a new guy? Stone cold, man. Very nicely done. Atticus.
I will move west. Actually, I don't even need to move. My range is super amazing. I'm going to take aim at the Drake that's against the wall. And squeeze a shot.
Okay.
Kerpew.
You got a range increment on that?
Nope. The range is 150.
Oh, for your rifle, so you're good. Okay.
Yep. 26 to hit. Looks like it is a hit potentially. And then I'm going to roll damage. For 6 damage.
Okay. After getting pushed back and too much pressure of water on a dry, brittle desert used to the heat creature, takes a substantial amount of damage, and then you blow like, big chunk of this thing off, and it is heavily wounded. This thing is hurting after your 7 little points.
I'm going to reload.
Okay.
And I probably should have done this in a different order, but I'm going to activate my overdrive feat.
Okay.
Or my overdrive class ability. As I've used it before, I do a craft check. And if the standard DC for my level, which was it 16 is a standard DC for our level? Do not remember. I can do the craft check.
What is your level? Second?
2.
Okay.
We are.
Yes, it is.
2.
I'm using my new Fantasy Grounds calculator. It says level DC. I type in 2 and 16 pops up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a 21, which is not a critical success, just a regular success. That's fine.
Okay.
Regular success, your gizmos go into overdrive, adding power to your attacks. A critical success, except it's as a critical success, except the damage is equal to half my intelligence modifier. So I'm getting +1 damage on my rolls with my gun.
Okay. Yeah, I'll set.
That's my turn.
I'd let you retcon that, but you guys are doing fine out of the gate. So just gonna hold you to it.
Well, yeah, no, I should have done it first, but I kind of was like, nah, let's just start with the shot.
Okay. The dragon. Okay. Instead of getting up from prone and getting shot. Oh, did we take prone into effect? Well, I guess 26 still would have hit it. I forgot to make this thing prone because it got. Well, it's pushed back. It's not knocked prone, is it?
Correct. I don't.
Yeah.
Think it goes
Yeah.
prone.
Okay. So it's not prone. I got 4 legs. So you just shove me back, kung fu style. So it's still stand there. You blow a hole out of me. Okay. This thing suddenly stretches its wings out like it's going to fly and jump in the air, folds them tight, and does the speed dig and burrows and disappears from sight, leaving a hole where it was. You guys ever see Tremors?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Dun, 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 dun. Land shark.
Who is given beacon?
Anything. This thing disappears into the floor and does not one second. I activate Speed Surge, and 3 times a day I can stride or burrow twice. Does that mean I can only burrow like once in a round? I have a burrowing speed, which made me think that, let's say I have a 20 burrowing speed, I could just make 3 actions and go 60 feet.
I assume it's like charge, 1 action to do 2 speed movements, maybe?
Yeah.
Burrow, singular action, requirement, you have a burrow speed. You dig your way through dirt, sand, or similarly loose material at a rate up to your burrow speed. You can't burrow through rock or other substances denser than dirt unless you have an ability that allows you to do so. I think it's just you move underground. It's a move action.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And I activate Speed Surge, so that's fine. Okay. Anyway, that's me. This thing disappears under the ground, and no, you don't get the Bugs Bunny like ripple of, right? But because of tremor sense, I get to know, like if I get close to you guys within 30 feet, I have an idea of, like an imprecise idea of where you guys are standing, kind of thing. Because I have tremor sense, I believe it's imprecise. Yeah, imprecise, which means I can't necessarily home in on your square active. It's like you're hidden, you're still hidden to me, you know, yada yada. Anyway, she called it Roxy, so I'm gonna ID this thing. Okay, Roxy has a name. Dewy has a name, which means crit cards for us and you are on the board, gentlemen. Now you attacked a creature that did not have a name. Spiegler, and you killed it outright, so I'm not going to bother with crit cards. But from this point on, gentlemen, and you've all reset a hero point. You all have your 1 hero point, please. Keep those in mind that also pull hero cards. All right. So moving forward, the next ClearWater cleaner, okay, comes charging forward. Where are we here? Charging forward, 5, 10, 15, 20, what's my speed, 25? 20. 20 feet once, 5, 10, 15, 20 twice, and chucks a spear at our cat, who shot our Drake friend. Throws a spear at you, sir. With a 19 plus, hits Bellamy, Smoke Fur, 4, 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage. Bellamy takes a spear in the shoulder and is wounded with 5 points. Two moves and throws my spear, and that's me. Pylo, you are up, and then Dewey's on deck. Pylo, what do you want to do?
Hey, Charwin, these guys kind of look like your little buddy there. You okay with us hitting them? And then I'm going to kind of walk out past my friends, 15 feet. I guess I can walk through as a free action, right?
Oh, yes, you can.
Walk through and then I will cast, luckily enough, our new friend there already put one down, so that's one more army. One more for my army, and I'm going to cast Animate Dead, right where that creature was, and grow a skeleton there.
I'm a plant creature.
That's okay.
Does it say any humanoid?
dredges up a skeleton, so it just kind of comes up from below it. It's a magical dredged up skeleton. But because I did it where I'm just going to put it where that creature died for flair. Like I'm.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. So the skeleton comes up, looking like those Jamaican Caribbean, with the fruit hat and the skirt type of thing, like wearing the leashy body over it. Whoop. You have Caribbean skeleton. Dun 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 dun. Hey. All right.
You keep putting this down. I'm gonna keep having guys for my army. This is a great partnership. And I'll cast them right there, and that's my 3 actions for the turn.
Okay.
Actually, I guess it's 3 actions to do it, so I wouldn't have moved to do that. I can still see that there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get him on the board. I'll get him on the board and stuff. I just gotta dredge him up. This is like the proverbial, like level -1 skeleton guard kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Boop. And I believe he would go. Does he get to go right away? He goes on your turn, right?
I think so. Let me check here. Doesn't really.
You roll initiative for him?
Well, he gets conjured on Pylo's turn.
He's summoned on my turn. He fights at my command. It doesn't really say.
Immediately, so he gets it gets the summon trait. Immediately when you finish casting the spell, the summoned creature uses its 2 actions for that turn. A spawn or other creature generated from a summoned creature returns to its unaltered state, usually a corpse in the case of spawn, once the summoned creature is gone. Yeah, so it looks like it immediately goes.
Okay. So I will give him initiative of 15 because he, goes right after Pylo. So there you go. Here's your little buddy. I will paint him yellow as neutral. You guys see this? Whoop. Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
And I will. I'm not able to see. I'm gonna command him to go over to the other.
Okay. So sorry, Pylo. You came forward through the friendlies.
I said I wasn't going to. No, I can't. I need 3 actions to cast my guy. To cast animate dead. So I'll just stay where I was.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then since I get the skeleton now, it's his turn.
Right. So what do you want him to do?
I'll move him over to where that one leash, the one guy there that threw the crate is, and attack him.
The guy through the crate is dead.
No,
the guy that threw the spear?
The spear.
Okay, right. So he heads straight south 5, 10, 15, and diagonally engage. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any stats for him. Which one me to roll?
I got him. No, I got him.
Oh.
So he, with a 24, he just moves over and starts ripping into this thing. 1 to move, 2nd with the claws, and just starts
That's
ripping
right, buddy. Get him.
Ripping into the leashy. Actually, I can pull this attack onto the leashy. And look at that, it hit. And then we do claw damage, 1d4 plus 2. Starts ripping him up for 5 points. Get him.
Darn right. That's right, buddy. We got this going. More skeletons.
So last night you guys are all laughing, Pylo and his skeletal army. And today a new day dawns when he starts literally summoning skeletons.
From the dead bodies of our defeated foes.
Yeah.
Just imagine it's an explosion like Diablo.
Damn.
Kinda.
Dewy races forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Standing back a little bit, trying to utilize the corner, but not so much. Does a double move as I have 25 feet move. Cool. I go post right up on this corner. He goes right to the doors and then comes down to the corner. And although he has his hand cocked, right? No, actually, I'm going to instead of smacking the cat on the corner with cover, I'm actually going to, he cocks his hand and spines fly out at Charwin. And he shoots Charwin with his needles. Charwin, you get hit. The come flying at you for 1d6 plus 3 damage. You take 9 points, Charwin. And that's me. 2 moves and a shot.
Can I activate my hero point card from several games ago?
Oh, yes. What was it called?
It was called Last Second Sidestep. A ranged attack will miss if this card is played, I think is what it says.
Yep. Play when you are targeted by a ranged strike. Automatically misses. Okay. Holds out his hand, right? And shoots little needles at you. And your little buddy on your leg climbs up and sticks out his little chest and absorbs the needles. They don't hurt him. He just takes it like he's a little body shield. And you take no damage. Oh, the little leashy dies. You know, there's always cause and effect. I can't just give it to you for free. But no, yeah, I'm kidding. Little leashy guy does the president jump. You know, he actually jumps up from the boat, does the big dive sideways. You know, to cover.
Get down, Mr. Chowin!
Yeah, exactly.
Still somehow has the suit and glasses on.
Yeah. The little cable out of the ear. And yeah. Hero point activate. Nicely done. Which brings us to Shurnee. And me rethinking how overpowered it is that I give you a hero point to like re-roll and then give you a card. Maybe I'll actually have you burn a hero point to activate these cards. But for right now, Shurnee.
Oh, I didn't realize he was right there. So I'll flow it out in front of Atticus, and a hand will come up, and stars will shoot from it.
Okay.
So
I always like this star attack, man. It's amazing. So pretty.
let's target and see if this works. Nope. Oh, crap. Hit it twice. The first one, I guess. Okay, it critically succeeds on reflex save.
Twice.
Ah,
Not having it. So no damage?
correct. It's a
Can
basic
you
save.
describe what actually happens?
Shurnee gets distracted by the light casting off of its spines and ends up shooting the stars above it. Just, oh, that's a very interesting pattern. Oh, whoops! I was supposed to hit you with that. Oh well. And she'll start slightly floating off the ground.
Nice. Vashon
Look at
got it.
Charwin. I'm gonna look at Charwin and just be like, friends like these, right?
Vashon gotta be. Stop bullying me. You're supposed to be saving me, not pulling me to death. And you know what? It's the end of the round. We will see you all next time.